Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We are gonna do some riding today. I don't know what the plan is for today. I was supposed to be riding outside. It's not looking great, so we are in on the trainer. I do have a workout to do, but that workout is also shorter than the ride I had planned on doing, so I don't know. Maybe we'll do this, maybe we'll race, who knows. We're also testing some things out, as you can tell by the magical glow around my primitive ape-like body that we're streaming on Meld. Hey Gordon, welcome to the stream. We're also streaming live on Twitch, and we are also streaming live on Kick. So we've got 3 live streams going. We're thinking about setting up the vertical and testing that maybe later tomorrow and get that kind of rocking and rolling. That's a little more convoluted, I guess, in that sense. Sisu race in an hour. Do that. My endurance workout's an hour and a half, and I do need to work on that. That's what we're probably going to do here. After that, I'm open for suggestions, assuming that that we are in one thing. That's another thing. You just saw that magical resize of myself to the corner from the chat. Some cool things that Meld does that I don't. The other thing that's nice about Meld that is working apparently now, which was one of the big kind of holdups for me switching over, is that I can now, and people on Twitch and Kick will appreciate this, because before I used to have 2 different chat channels, because I ran Twitch and I ran YouTube, and a lot of times the people chatting on Twitch would get missed because there is such a long list on YouTube that you don't see anything else, and then you'll glance over and you'll notice somebody. So unfortunately those people kind of get ignored. Which is not my intention. I don't mean to do that to you people. I just mean to talk to everybody. So there you go. It's not a terribly, what I would call, punishing ride today. As you can see, oh, my body covers it up. You can't see my FTP. Oh, I'll just hide that. The funny thing is, my FTP, that's right, it's an OnlyFans stream, Riz, absolutely. My FTP, what is shown in Zwift, is not what I am at. I kind of, and I don't really publicize that, but it is right on display right there. Because a lot of times I just, like I said, we run what we run. That's how I race. I sit in and I do my thing, and I will put in the efforts when I need to. But no, my FTP is not high. My FTP is not high at all. So it's a cheat workout. I wouldn't call this cheating. But I will do this before I start going, as I need to switch bikes, because we do need to level up a bike here. Oh, we are on the Cervelo. So Cervelo will be updated to level 1 after this ride. Let's do the jungle. Well, we'll do something different. Gorby would get more views. I've got the stream set as well for those of you watching. It'll pop you over to Darren. Darren is racing Chasing Yellow like a madman. So he'll be following the tour schedule like a complete lunatic for the next month. I should do a badge route, Gordon, but I'm not that brilliant. I kind of want to see how the Cervelo runs on the dirt is kind of what we're at. They have updated the gravel bikes that they do have an advantage again on gravel over road, because if you remember, they kind of even things out, and it made gravel bikes kind of redundant, I guess. So you have all these gravel bikes that just don't get used because there's no need for it. But now it does have that capacity to make you faster. Bike switches, I guess, depends on the category and depends on the route. I would like to see some more pure gravel routes, to be honest. And the other thing I'm debating, and I don't know, maybe Chad has some insight for me. The Canmore Crux, which is a gravel race here next Saturday, I'm thinking about riding. As you all know, I skipped nationals because of the weather, because I am a fair weather rider. Let's be honest. I'm old. I don't like riding in the mud anymore. I don't like wrecking my equipment for something that I've got, I don't feel the need to prove myself at my age. But I do enjoy getting out there. And they have it a mix. So it's a gravel race where you can ride a mountain bike, which I almost think I might do. I might just pick up an XC bike and race it. Mainly because you can go so much faster on an XC bike, and it is so much smoother. But, I mean, you lose some speed in there. Hey Noah, how's it going? Gravel has its own wheel sets. So on this particular gravel bike, I think I'm running the Envies. It is what it is. Am I going to be live streaming the race? If I race it, no. Like if I race outside, no. It's in the mountains. Like I have tried. People that will have seen some of my experimental streams like this, because what I'm doing is really testing out the software more than anything, is ultimately, like I couldn't get enough bandwidth, and that was in the city. So in the mountains where the coverage isn't so good, it'll be interesting as well. Going to the lake with the fam for some paddleboarding. Oh, nice. Take her easy, Riz. Have a good time. Sounds like a lot of fun. We have not been out into the mountains to paddleboard yet this year, so enjoy that, man. It's been kind of weird. Like today, it's like 40% chance of rain. And again, fair weather rider, I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe I can sneak in this workout outside, but And then maybe, my plan was, like I said, if you've been watching the shorts, I've been chasing some KOMs, more specifically sprint ones. I was going to have a solo effort at the airport crit course and see how I could do for lap records. But that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm thinking about making a long format YouTube video like that, but I mean, in all honesty, I'm just kind of enjoying being out there riding, setting the camera and going, and not so much me talking, and just kind of pushing the ride and doing the thing, which is a bit weird for people that I ride with because they're so used to me talking to a camera. So what's new and exciting in your guys' world? What you got planned? I mean, Riz is obviously going off paddleboarding. We're obviously stuck in here, doing some riding. I was at the bike shop yesterday, looking at a new mountain bike that I probably don't need. So there may be some things happening. I'm really kind of curious as what's going to happen with the Kick chat here, if we're going to see anybody on Kick. If you're on Kick and you're watching this, because Kick, this is kind of like my first actual stream. And I'm not 100% sure how stuff works over there yet. Let us know in the chat that you're at least watching. And I guess follow or subscribe over there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's set up like Twitch. But anyways, deeply appreciated. If you're interested in looking at Kick and you're on one of the other streams watching, kick.com/JDIROM. That's where we're at. Oh, you got a ton of points, Gordon. The dishes, eh? So yeah, like I said, in my head I'm thinking about doing that gravel race next weekend. It is provincial champs, which, again, in my age group, I'll be fine. Maybe not with the young bucks at the end of the day. All right, I'll be back in 1 sec. I have to kill a critter that's crawling across my floor. There we go. Now, I don't know if you want me as Prime Minister, Stowe. That's a bad idea. People hate cyclists and bike lanes, so I would not be a popular political choice, probably. I almost, ironically enough, like, I ride a lot. Like, I ride a lot on my road bike, I ride on my gravel bike. I have a pump track skate park bike. We're in the process of looking on that mountain bike. And then I've got my, which I refer to as my shit bike, which is it's about 14 years old now. It is a flat bar, basically hybrid bike. I could throw gravel tires on it. Maybe I should just ride that in the gravel race. Maybe I should just throw a good wheel set on there and throw some massive tires on it, because it's basically a mountain bike / gravel bike with a flat bar. Yes. On Meld, I switched the clips up where they populate. Like I said, this is an entirely different setup for me. This is, I'm supposed to be doing drills today. Sorry, I just have to read this for a second. Smooth pedal strokes. Oh, okay. Just focus on being smooth. Yeah, I just kind of moved it. Like this is all a brand new setup. I run it every once in a while for streams like this where I'm like not really, it's not my regular, just because I want to make sure that the environment is 100% stable. And it's been doing a good job. It's been doing a good job. And it can do, I'll have to record a clip, but I'll do that later on. Even though, like I said, this is all about testing, so if it crashes, it crashes. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm still here to chit chat with you guys and have some fun and do this workout, which, I mean, 12 minutes at 2:09 isn't the end of the world. But it's a long workout, an hour and a half. And then we'll figure out what we're going to do. I've got a 2.5 hour ride scheduled for tomorrow. Again, weather, I don't know if it's going to be cooperative. We're going to go to the Stampede anyways. We got tickets to the rodeo and the stage show, so that'll be fun. Focus on the bottom. At the end of the day, we'll just have some fun. What do you think of the clips on the top right, Gordon? Do you like them up there, or do you like them in the bottom? I feel they're less intrusive. Up there. And I've noticed I've lost all connections to my saw stuff that I have. Hey, Steph. How's it going? How'd your tiny races go this morning, Steph? Saw you had a bunch this morning. I went out for my morning coffee run on the shit bike. Man, I was talking about my shit bike. See? ADD. Ah, there we go. You do what I do. Have people running, but you're not fully involved there. I get you. I get you. Yeah, I was riding my crap bike and somebody decided to buzz me. And my crap bike has a giant basket on the front. It's like one of those green grocery bins, because I do groceries on it. And I was coming back from groceries, ironically enough, and this guy buzzed me, and I was just sitting up casually doing about 30 kilometers an hour, and then I wanted to have a little chat, so I sped up, and buddy, funny enough, who lives in my neighborhood, didn't realize how fast bicycles could go. And then we had a little chit chat on his driveway. So, 695. Woo! Woo! Nicely done, Steph. This is true. This is very true. The ZRS with tiny races can be huge. It can swing huge either way. depending on what kind of races. Miguel loves his tinies, man. He loves his tiny races. So I could see that. And Micah killed it. Nice. Helps if I'm in the actual right, even though I'm on ERG. I don't have my chain kind of crossed and rubbing a bit. Yeah, it's beautiful. You can see, I'm going to take a photograph of this and put it in the Discord for people that are doing the streaming stuff. Nicely, they've got YouTube, Twitch, and Kick that I can see all of it. If you're on Kick, please do give me a follow over there. If you are not on Kick, don't worry about it. But good times. Whew. Sitting pretty at 180. I think we got about 20 odd kilometers to put on the Cervelo to level it up. Hey, George. But that is tiny races in a nutshell, isn't it? That when you do tiny races, you're pumped. You are pumped to race. And you're like, yeah, tiny races, short races, it's gonna be great. And then the first one goes off, you're like, why did I make bad life choices? Especially by race two. Race two, usually I think you're kind of like, I'm done. And then race three, you're like, oh God. And then you hit race four and you're kind of like, okay, I've made it to the other side. It's kind of like a whole array of feelings and emotions that you go through. Race three was brutal and race one was an opener to brutalism. And that's the other thing. It's like, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, especially if they have like uphill finishes, and because the track is maybe not as known where the finish is, that sometimes you kind of overdo it. At the end of the day, it's that can make a huge difference. If they're all flat, that's one thing. If there's a mix of climbing and whatever, I mean, you can go through, like I said, a whole range of motion. And the big thing is finishing enough or soon enough to get enough of a rest. But yeah, that's wild. I haven't done them in a long time. I probably should. At the end of the day, like I said, week coming up, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Big gravel race on Saturday. Like I said, I've got till Wednesday to make sure my license is in order for things, or my registration and license is all in order for provincials. I just don't know. I don't know if that's what I want to do. The problem is the course is they are Each lap is 300 meters of climbing, which isn't the worst in the world, but there's 8 laps. So it's going to add up, I think. And being gravel, the pace won't be as high as road, but it's also, I've in the past I mostly rode my mountain bike out there, so I have to think about tires if I'm going to ride the gravel bike. What do you want to do? And probably set up tubeless on them, because currently I have tubeless road on my other rims, and then I have my gravel ones on these, but I don't have them set up as tubeless. I don't know. It's always a lot of prep that goes into racing. And I probably have to wax the chain. Make sure that we're all good. Race 3 was an uphill finish at the beginning of Fox Hill. Oh, that sounds not like fun. Not my thing. That's tough. But that's what makes them fun too. It's like, and everybody's suffering in the same manner you are. And then I've said it before, the funny thing with tiny races is you get people that drop in, you know, race 3 or race 4 for a race just to beat on you a little bit. There we go. On Fox Hill, you regret every kilo double. Yes. Yeah, this is true. I haven't dropped at all. I've maintained, which is kind of worrying me for winter, but I've also been doing creatine monohydrate. I can definitely see the difference in my musculature on my body. And in the weightlifting component of things that I do, I can feel a difference, but it just means I'm kind of maintaining that weight, which isn't the worst, but I'm still way too big to be riding. I really need to drop. I think to be really kind of competitive, I need to drop about 10 to 15 pounds. I mean, I would like to be kind of like, I want to say like 78 kilos instead of 85, maybe, kind of in that range. But I don't think that's going to happen this summer. Not at the rate I'm going. We'll see. We will see. It depends too, like July and August, if it's hot and we're out lots, we sometimes drop a lot, just because I think not only from just kind of the hydration standpoint, but your body uses so much more energy to adapt to heat. Manage to maintain watts while gaining weight. Not the way you want it. No. Yeah, I had a friend who just had his son born on Tuesday, and I mean, he's been on the bike, I think, collectively in the last week, maybe 30 minutes. And I mean, Mitch is a former provincial champ. He used to ride for me on Pain Inc. We were teammates on Specialized. He's a very strong kid, much younger than I am, and just really, really strong. His FTP is about 350. Actually, it's probably more. But at the end of the day, I think he's a little worried how hard you have to work to get it to that point, and then how quickly you lose things sometimes. And then, of course, it's when you got kids involved and diet, and you're, not exactly in charge of your own lifestyle necessarily, makes it difficult. Hey, Miguel. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it, my dude. We're just testing out some meld, testing multi-streaming. We're streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. So we're just having a good time. And I've got the multi-chat working so I can see everybody. As far as I know, I can see everybody. Because the only guys on chatting are YouTube, of course. And then we got an hour and a half workout, which we're about half an hour into. And then who knows what we're going to do.
Oh, the humanity, he is slower than a disabled sausage dog.
Did it go up? It didn't drop, but did it go up? It's the big question. Well, I'm supposed to sprint. Not even reading my workout. These are only 10 seconds long. These are about leg speed, not power. If done poorly, you can damage your bike. What? I didn't even know I was supposed to sprint. First sprint will take place in a few minutes. Or it's a cadence sprint. I suppose I should turn ERG off here. Whew. Didn't know I was doing seated sprints today. Had I done this outside, I wouldn't be doing these. Had I gone outside though, I always kind of do some. Let's turn the RG back on. Whew. Workout's gonna look weird with one little peak or two little peaks. Get my sit bones back where they should be. Ah. Before I go again, no pressure. Whew. There we go. Little spice. Ah. Whew. Thanks for the ride on, Cena. Like I said, I wasn't really expecting that. You guys still connected on YouTube? It's telling me I'm disconnected. Connectly, chat. Oh, maybe I still am. I don't know. Again, trials and tribulations of new software. I appear to be, I think. Oh, thanks, Noah. Thanks, Gordon. Yeah, I just said go live and we'll automatically collect you. Thanks, Steph. We're down to 181 for 18 minutes, and up to 209 for 12. Not bad. Haven't seen the unlock for the bike yet, though. Ah, nice, Dave. Yeah, Gordon had mentioned that earlier. Nice. Nicely done. There's got to be a sprint stage to start, is my guess, if they're mimicking the tour a bit. Half-a sprint to end. Nice. Nine sprints before the Pave. Is it a point series? Is there a sprint GC or sprint jersey up for grabs over it? Has all the jerseys. Nice. Nice when they do that, because let's be honest, a lot of people aren't competing for GC or all the jerseys. Nice. Yeah, it's that'll be a nice little series then. Not like the one that that Darren's currently doing, the Sisu, which mirrors the tour. It's wild to me. Yeah, Aqueduct is about as long as I want to climb. Feeling the legs and the knee this morning a bit, actually. Yesterday was leg day, so heavy squats, hack squats, leg press, leg curls, deadlifts. So it's and calf raises. So feeling a bit cooked, to be honest. It is a climb. Anybody that tells you that bump on Tempest isn't a climb is a liar. If the world was just flat like a pancake, I would be happy. In all honesty, it's about 20 kilometers to me for work. And I always say, like, I should just get up and do it by bike. The issue is that I do the gym first thing in the morning, so I'm always in the gym. But I always say I should jump on the bike, but there is a climb, and it's one of the bigger climbs in the city, and I would have to do it every day. It would probably make me a better climber, but I have a plethora of excuses not to do that climb at that time in the morning. Plus, I wouldn't be on the road bike, so I would be that much slower on it. There we go. The thing is, I ride so much during the week that you also don't want it to take away from what you're doing. I mean, riding to work and then riding home and then streaming, results won't be as good. I mean, they're bad enough because of the training that I do on the weekend. and that I usually come into Mondays pretty cooked. It's all about balancing your time. Even with I have to be careful with the weight training. Like I was supposed to do a ride yesterday, but like I said, my legs, I could feel it. It would overdo it if I had ridden yesterday. And I still feel the burn today, but it's not gonna stop me from doing this. It's just making it maybe a little harder than I would like it to be. Because I can definitely feel the burn already. And we're not going that hard. This is trials and tribulations, I guess, of trying to be fit and trying to optimize things. You know, you're kind of riding that fine line. Although we had an amazing sleep last night. I've been using an app called Bevel. This is not sponsored, I just got it. And you know, there's a lot of things out there like Whoop, which you pay a lot for on a monthly and have their device. And Garmin has their new device coming out. And, you know, I like tracking sleep. I like tracking recovery. HRV is a great data point. But that being said, it's like, it's not the end all be all. But like I said, we were a bit cooked yesterday, but we had an amazing sleep. So it's good. Well, and that's the thing, you have developed that throughout the years, Steph, is and that's why you perform the way that you do. I mean, my friend Dave, he's a bike courier here. He is so damn fit. He is so damn fit. But because his job revolves around being a bike courier, sometimes, like when it comes down to the fun stuff, he gets it a little rough because he's just been simply on the go the whole time. Now, granted, a lot of the time nowadays, he's got an e-bike, so that helps, but I mean, you're still working, you're still doing the pedaling. You know, you might not be pedaling as hard because of the motor, but that endurance work is still there. So, you know, all the props to you guys that do that. He's got a new cargo bike. I think it's called an Omnium, and man, that thing is awesome. Such an awesome bike. I'm tempted to get one to replace my ship bike for groceries and errands and going to the hardware store and picking stuff up. Such a beautiful bike. It's got a nice little flat cargo bed, not like some of those Urban Arrows with the bathtubs. All right, best of luck, Dave. Good luck on the race. Oh, you got an Omnium? They're nice bikes, man. Even without the motor. Like, I would probably prefer one without the motor myself, but they're nice looking bikes. Like, Dave's is a thing of beauty, man. Like, and it's the only one I've ever seen here. It's not something I think that is carried in North America. I think it's a European company. You probably know better than I if you have one, Steph. But it's the first one I've ever seen. And it's like this nice, beautiful purple. I mean, I'm either a red bike or a black bike guy, or a dark bike. I like them subtle, or I like them bright red. I don't know. Let us know how you do, Dave. Best of luck, man. You got this. Sprint stage. Call on your inner Jasper Philipsen. Tell you who looks. Cover your ears if you haven't watched the tour yet. And this is a spoiler, but well, it won't even really be a spoiler, but because it's the sprint stage. They're sprinting at the end. Nice. Black's a great color. But MVP in that final sprint, in that lead-out train, man, is he strong. Like, there are guys standing sprinting, and MVP is just glued to his seat. You know, doing the lead-out. It's awesome. And it also shows you how you can be somebody like Matthew Vanderpool, who in all rights is a phenomenal cyclist of this generation. And he is there, really, he is in a supporting role for the tour. It just goes to show you how good you can be, and sometimes your job is to help others. One minute ramp up, 2:09 for 12. Ramp down, 11 minutes. And we're pretty much over. That aero upgrade's unlocked, which is good. Slightly elevated cadence for the last minute. Not even really that high. See, now it's sunny outside, and now I'm wishing I'm outside, but it is windy, so. I should almost black out the window so I can't see outside when I'm on the trainer. Being oblivious to the world around me. Not a bad thing when you're on the trainer. All right, thanks for dropping in, Gordon. Appreciate it as always. You can have yourself a great walk with the pup. I know these are probably not the most exciting, but again, we're just kind of testing software. And we got to do the work. I mean, let's be honest. Rome wasn't built in a day. And whether it's getting your stream functioning properly, we're doing the work on the bike, you got to do the work. Can't just race every day, as much as we'd all probably love to and do well. Thanks, Lat, for the ride on. Just try to get comfortable. I need to do laundry, so I'm on probably one of my older set of bib shorts. Not comfortable. That pad has definitely seen better days. Whew. Isn't that always the case? I went to Decathlon yesterday to buy cheap gloves. I saw their bib shorts and they were cheap, and I'm like, well, but then you start doing the math. That's the only reason I do washing, Noah. Yeah, no, it's 100% Steph. Because I'm really starting to feel my taint is not good. I keep on shifting on the seat. I guess the bonus here is that I would have been riding with these outside too, and they're not comfortable. These ribs were from Decathlon. Decathlon makes some good stuff. They make some not so good stuff. Price point, they have probably best value, but I find it kind of, I was looking at the low end bibs and the pad, and I was just kind of like, no, not at all. I have some cheap Oakley ones that I wear, and they are phenomenal, and they're even cheaper than Decathlons. But Oakley, I think, is taking a bit of a hit, to be honest. Like, I look at their, what is it, the Van Rysel line. They kind of got the red. I was examining the chamois, because the chamois is kind of it, right? The chamois is usually what makes or breaks the bibs. And they've got the lower end ones, they got this kind of gray, and it almost feels plasticky, which scares me. And then you get up, and then there's like a red colored one. Why is this so hard? But the red ones are starting to look decent. I would say they're definitely like mid-tier. And I don't know if the Decathlon changes their chamois by size or if it's just one universal, which also makes a difference. Dark blue and red, yeah. So the gray I think is the entry one. Dark blue, is that mid or is that their high? And then the red is mid to high as well, I think, or a longer endurance kind of thing. Yeah, I just saw them kind of for my first time. Like I said, the upper red ones, the red one that I saw looked not bad. Oh, okay, so that's their cargo line. I looked at that too. Because I don't own any cargo shorts and I really want a pair. I just think it's nice to have that extra thing for be it a phone or something. I mean, my back pockets are always stuffed. RC 100s, 30 quid, 75, so that's their entry level ones. Yeah, my initial impression was like when I felt the bib material, it felt a little plasticky. I noticed that with their gloves too. I got a pair of gloves yesterday because my other ones are pretty much toast. And I just need something to kind of like take the edge off on the bar. And they had one that had that same kind of feel instead of like a good texture. So I don't know if it's a material they use because it wears less, but I would just be scared that it would stick to my skin. Not good enough for long? Okay, that's good to know, Steph. I appreciate that. Yeah. And that's what I mean. The pad is really what makes them. I mean, they have that kind of nicer material strap, I think, on the higher end ones. I don't even, like, I mean, I guess these are my old Lacols. Pad isn't the best. I mean, that's all right. I prefer the mesh, cheapy kind of thing, like my Rafa training bibs, or my Attacker bibs, or even the Oakley bibs. They're all kind of like that. These are a lot nicer because they lay flat, but I'm not terribly worried about it. Yeah, it's the thing with bib shorts is like what I hate for most companies is they never show you the chamois, and you have to like you're in it. That's the nice thing about being able to go to Decathlon and actually see it in person. I'm talking about 200 plus kilometer rides. Yeah, I'm talking about day in the saddle rides, like 5 to 8 hours. Anything less than 3, I can do on pretty much anything. You just start to feel it, like I said, this thing's not good, but what am I gonna do? It's that, or so I gotta wear something that's probably A, smells, and B, probably needs a little bit of soap, or you're gonna start growing stuff places you don't want it to grow. But But yeah, Decathlon, like I said, it's good value for the money. And they have a pretty good return policy, so. God, my cadence is terrible today. Not paying attention. But I think value-wise, because I got them for like $100 Canadian, so that's probably like 40 pounds maybe, are the Oakley Endurance bibs. Nice. I mean, I try to cycle old bibs onto the trainer, just because usually I'm not usually on here for more than an hour, except for days like today. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mika. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's not that far from my place either. I don't have a ton of stuff. Like I'll get things like bottles there, gloves, because they're cheap, and most gloves, doesn't matter who you buy them for, they're all the same. Hey, Darren. Do not spoil how your race went, because this stream, after this, is launching into your stream for stage 1 of Ecro. So everybody here will get to see Darren's race. Nice. Yeah, I will get some at some point. It's just an hour and a half endurance, Darren. Oh no. Well, they might just get dumped on your channel then. I had it set up because you were live when I went. You were the only person that I know that had a stream scheduled. So, like I said, I'm just trying to spread the love to everybody that loves me. I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. Am I supposed to be doing sprints again here? I'm not out of ERG. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do a sprint here. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter if you're domestique or what, man. You're putting in the work. And I'll tell you, man, being a domestique and working for the team, we were talking about the tour today. Like MVP, Matthew Vanderpool, top of the food chain, right? He's out there working today for somebody else and looking like a complete stud doing it. So you got to respect anybody in any race, whether they are in it to win it or they are there to help their teammate, because they're giving it their all. And at the end of the day, like, it's a team sport. People are out there, if they don't have good teammates doing the work, it's going to be hard for them to be successful at the end of the day. So, you know, never sell yourself short is what I'm saying. And I watch it all. Like, I mean, there's an art to being that guy that's going to sit and take the punishment and make sure he's not going too hard, but hard enough, and make things happen. Like, it's just the beauty of the sport. Like things, so much that can happen in a race, and so much depends on so many things. Nice, and that's exactly it, Darren. Like, your teammate, helping your teammate achieve what they achieve, I mean, that's a big part of it, right? I mean, there are races, you know, that I have gone into that my sole purpose is just to be a giant wind block. And that's what I did. And that's, you know, that's my ride. And I love doing it. And it's hard. But you know, if you don't do it, then your teammate would never have the best chance at doing what he needs to do too. And that's why, like I said, I love the sport. Someday, but you see, the thing is, the difference, I'll say this, is Zwift because the way the races are set up, and there's not a lot of teams unless it's a team event. It's easy for somebody to get paced by everybody else if they just run a smart race. In the real world, nobody's gonna let, like, what I do on Zwift, and if I manage to somehow podium, in the real world, nobody's gonna let me do that. Because, number one, like, I have chat turned off on Zwift, so I can't see what people are saying. Mainly because you don't know what people are typing, and I am streaming, so you kind of try to gatekeep that a little bit. But in the real world, there's gonna be a whole bunch of yammering going on. And if I just want to sit lazily in your draft, like, people are gonna have nothing to do with that. At all. At all. So I'm curious where this is going to put people if you've axed the stream. I think it'll just put it right on your channel, which is good enough too. But that will be the new experiment for the day. I know from the other day, because I did it with Riz's, or sorry, Collins. I did it with Collins. Colin raced before me, and then it put everybody in his stream that he had already streamed, so we know that works. Well, at least the Cervelo will be a little bit faster after this ride. So you racing every single thing for Chasing Yellow? Are you following the Total Tour event, Darren? You got some goals for this, or? And you said you ran to Mystique today, so I assume that you're racing with a group of people. I'm going to assume it's the climbing stages that you will be unleashing. Today being a sprint stage, obviously. Whew. There you go. Oh, or the lower bikes, that's right, XPs and drops. I mean, I guess that's necessary for some things. So I wonder if this has only got 3 levels. Because it does, I think the upgrade's at 160. I think that makes it a mid. Doing bits and bobs. Nice. Nice. That's a good way to race it, because that's anybody who's racing that this time of year, full on, unless you're in, like, I don't know, Australia where it's winter, I'd be questioning things. No, I know you did the full Chasing Pink, which was nuts. Nuts, but that's early season. July is prime time. Oh God, I'm going to miss this again. Yeah, it takes its toll. It's funny. I mean, anybody that thinks virtual riding is any easier, it's not. And in fact, I think in a lot of ways it's worse. All right. Oh, I get that, Steph. That's what I mean. Like, to commit to a race after riding all day, like, I don't know how you do it. Like I said, Dave, yeah, he may be riding an e-bike, but when he comes out and he does the crits after a day of riding, like, if the guy could be fresh, he would eat us all alive. Just absolutely destroy us all. Ooh. Well, I don't know why, but here's the funny thing too. Like, this is the start of my FTP builder. I don't know why I did that in summer, but I did. It's like my first workout in there, aside from racing. Ah. Ooh. The difference being fresh is huge from really fresh long ITT and chasing teammates. It's a good question, Darren. I'm in the I don't know what I'm doing zone right now. I had focused everything up until Nationals, which again I didn't race because of the rain. So I peaked at the beginning of June, and then I took my 2 recovery weeks, and I started riding. I started chasing some in-town PRs. If you look, I grabbed I think it was second place on one of the sprint segments in town that has like 20,000 people ride through it. So it puts me in the top 1%, which is nice. We'll get that eventually. We will take that. I've got a couple sprint KOMs to pull back. Like I said, today was kind of the plan, was to go out and take back the airport crit KOM for sprints. So take that sprint segment back. Now that I've got the camera and all the data and I can make shorts, I feel like it's giving me a little bit of motivation to go and do solid attempts. Because what happens is a lot of times I'll go ride out and I will ride at the pace of the people that I'm with, and that's kind of it. I don't push, and then it's just a matter of being nice and fit for winter. I've been doing a lot of gym time. I didn't cut back on gym, so working on strength. I am not losing weight. I am just maintaining, but you can see my vascularity in my legs and my arms is increasing massively. Well, I'm not losing weight, I'm not gaining weight. We're gaining strength, so that's good. Sub 50-minute Alp to Zwift. That's a good target. Fun fact, I have not done an Alp to Zwift since 2022. ZRS 650. You'll get that, I think, Darren, quite easily. You're a strong rider. Cat A. That'd be nice as well. I'm sure you can accomplish that. I try to stay below 700. The scoring system's going to be interesting come fall, I think. It's like all the guys that aren't riding indoors right now at all or racing, I think they're going to blow a lot of stuff up. It's when the guys outside that are super fit come back, there's going to be some punishment to be had. I think that's honestly why I've been doing well in races, because a lot of the field is not there. Hey, Tom Cadmore, here, hey, my first guy on kick. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, for those of you watching on other platforms, I am also streaming to Kick for the first time today, giving that a test out. We're doing well, my man. We're doing well. Just finishing our workout. It's been a good day. And it's good to see that the Kick chat actually gets bumped into what I've got set up. And it's also very cool that everything's clearly identified. Oh, good times. I'm not sure, like we're gonna upgrade the bike after this. I don't know if we're gonna continue. I am from Calgary, Canada, man. Just west of the Rocky Mountains. Just in the foothills. Just enjoying a nice chill endurance ride for today. So are you racing tomorrow, Darren? Are you doing stage 2? Or are you taking a rest? Because what's stage 2? Stage 2 is kind of flat too, is it not? Does Zwift take into account outdoor riding assigned racing score on that? No. No, they don't even take into account non-Zwift racing event stuff. They might take into account, like, I don't know what Zwift is taking from outdoors. Miguel shared a good article from Forbes about Zwift kind of like being the new competition for Strava because of their fitness app. I think that's a non-thing, really. It's just Forbes writing about something they know nothing about. But I don't see it take anything other than my distance and zones. So I don't know. I don't know if it's looking at my power, to be honest. And a lot of people riding outside, let's be honest, there's a lot of people ride without power. So what information do you draw and what conclusions do you draw when you don't have kind of the key data point that Zwift uses on somebody's rides? Is the interesting thing. Yeah, I'm new on Kick, man. I just set up Kick the other day, my dude. That's why it's pretty plain Jane right now. I'm just kind of like doing what I do, and we'll see what happens on Kick. Banner should be changed though. There we go. That was quite comfortable. Only if you pair your outdoor rides with Zwift, as far as I know. Mine are, like, here. I guess we can do it the old-fashioned way, do it with a camera. I should just plug this into my computer. I should have all this stuff set up. Can I even look at, there's my activities, my list, clubs. I don't think I can show it because it'll just show you the map. Yeah, it doesn't show. I can't show you the thing that I wanted to take a look at. Ah, nice. I have professional photographer, animator, artist, airbrush artist, you name it, tattoo artist. Well, I'm a retired tattoo artist, but all that kind of good stuff. 568 elevation tomorrow, Astoria line in New York. Ooh. Yeah, Tom, I did everything from comic books to short TV animation shorts and all sorts of stuff, motion graphics. I design motion graphics and a lot of things. I work primarily in the music industry. Let's go to the garage. Let's upgrade. That seems like peanuts, 50,000. Yeah, let's do it. Woo! 200 kilometers for the next stage. So yeah, we were talking about wheels earlier. So those are the gravel wheels. So there are actual gravel wheel sets. Mine aren't, so I was fresh after 6 days not Zwifting, but logged 1250 outdoors ride. Yeah. I'm not sure that Zwift does a good job of measuring your freshness versus fitness kind of stuff. I'm not sure it does a good job of that. I get different stuff because I have Strava, I have Zwift, I have TrainerRoad, and I get 3, and then I'm monitoring stuff with Bevel. They are 3 entirely different looking things. They will all say different things at once. What it really comes down to is you got to know yourself and know, what your body's telling you and whether you got more in the tank or not. Or there's sometimes it says I'm fresh and I know I'm not. Sometimes it says I'm dead and I know I'm not. It's yeah, we're slowly doing it. Yeah, they are much slower, Darren. That's why I'm doing it with the workouts or pre-race kind of thing. That's why we're doing it this way. We're kind of bouncing back and forth. Like I said, I got the Pinarello fully upgraded. I've got the Cadex fully upgraded. I've got a few kilometers on the Atomic Cruiser. Maybe that'll be one of a few on this carbon, 0 on the steel. Zero on the Venge, 2,000 meters. Let's go do something stupid, I guess. We'll end that. I missed that other sprint segment there. So we exceeded sprint 832 watts. I'm not too worried about that. And then I'll be able to check my TrainerRoad stuff, although I don't think I have it set up with this. Should we do it? Yeah, we're not doing that. Are you crazy? Don't even think about it, chat. Not even going there. Oh! We're going to slowly cruise up this. This is going to be nothing spectacular, so don't get too excited. It's funny. I stopped for a second and I could already feel my legs. That's how, and it has nothing to, well, I mean, the ride is, it's compounding what I did on Friday, but Friday is definitely cooked my legs. I don't know about you guys. How many guys in the gym? Out of curiosity. Hey, Flexu, how's it going? It's awesome. I can see you in the full chat with everybody else now. So you come in right with everybody else. I'm testing stuff on Meld. I know. You were saying you're a gym guy. Cool. I did squats, deadlift, hack squat, leg press, calf raises the other day, and I'm paying for it now. That's good. You're keeping the gym up, man. You're a young man. You'll be getting, you'll be just reaping those gains. Unlike me, an old man, just trying to keep one foot in front of the other. Is it like 2 kilometers to the portal? I guess normally. No, this is France, but we're doing the climb portal. I just finished a workout in a different thing. I'm just kind of noodling around today. Flexu. We're just keeping it chill. We're trying to keep it chill. I got the Calgary Stampede tomorrow, so it's probably good I burn off a few extra calories because it is known for its wild food. We'll probably get some great barbecue there. I think I'm going to get myself a nice rib meal. Always good. Some Texas barbecue since we're going to the rodeo. Hang out with all the cowboys, the real cowboys that show up and the pretend cowboys that dress up. I will be there in sneakers and shorts. There shall be no cowboy cosplay from this man. So this climb's what, 140 meters? So like short and punchy, is that kind of what it is? What are all these? Hey, I haven't seen this. 100% elevation. 129, 125. Is there 4 different climbs? Is that what's, I'm confused. What am I seeing here? I mean, I guess it's taking me 100% elevation, but there we go. And who is that pacer? Is that me? Or is that somebody slower than me? Which shouldn't be a thing. Oh yeah, man, Steph, the bull riders are put together. All those guys that do that stuff, they're tough men, you know. Ten minutes, ugh. Ah. Gotcha. Thanks for the follow, Emily. Not much, just adding some elevation after my workout. 90. So what you're saying, Darren, is that you're gonna clean house. Like I said, it doesn't consider things if they're not part of that series. That's why come September, those races are gonna get really nasty. There we go. This isn't even really a climb, I guess. I mean, I don't want to go much further than this, but that's one done. Oh, I guess then I get the kit. My work here is done. What can I say? Couple 100 meters towards the climbing thing of the Athos as well. At the end of the day. Ah, good stuff. We should have switched bikes. Ah, well. I don't even think there's just enough incline that I'm not even going to slow down. I'm going to start picking up speed. Hey, Mika. Gladiator 2. I have not watched Gladiator 2. BioRacer Speedwear concept bibs. Wow, you actually on this downhill pick up some speed fast. Considering I'm doing 0 watts here. All right. I'm going to go to my own stream because I want to see what's going to happen here at the end. Ah, it was a good little workout. Like I said, I'm looking outside. It's not raining anymore, but that wind would have been, I guess it would have been a good PR day for certain segments. As we cruise out this last 6 kilometers. Man, you just fly down that thing. All right, guys. Appreciate it. We got some work to do around the house here. Get some things done, get some stuff cleaned up, get some stuff moving in this studio because it's an absolute disaster. Figure out if we're going to Do that race next weekend. We'll be racing Monday for sure, zracing, depending on what's going on. Thursday may or may not be a go. If I end up registering for that race, I'll probably taper a bit, and then Friday do a little bit of an opener, and then it'll be a big time gravel race in Canmore, which is always scenic. But we'll see. We're gonna wait till last minute to register and see how the weather is, because like I said, I'm that kind of rider. So we will see how it works. Made for roadies, slightly tight, use XL. Nice. Nice. Anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out and just kind of like testing it. Thanks for everybody, that Emily and Tom over on Kick for chatting to show me that Kick actually works. Thanks, Emily, over on Kick for the sub. I appreciate that. First subscriber over on Kick. Hey, we're doing well. The link to Kick's in there. For those of you guys that are YouTube and streaming and all that kind of stuff and racing, I do advise, like, one of my things, I've been on YouTube a long time. I've been a part of Twitch Calgary and work with those guys, and been around for a long time, helping other people and doing things. My best advice is don't always have your eggs in one basket. Try different things out. The way streaming software is working these days, that you can multi-stream to multiple platforms, is worth to build an audience everywhere, just to even get the exposure, even if they are going to kind of your mainstay. My mainstay obviously being YouTube, where I have the vast majority of, kind of interaction in my stream, but it's always good to reach out and find new people and new community. The Twitch side of things for Zwift is big. Kick, we'll see. I don't know. It's all brand new to me, so I don't have much of a commentary on that. Maybe some of the kickers over there, or whatever they are referred to, will fill me in over time. But if you haven't done so already, please like this video. We're going to see what happens. You're probably going to get dumped onto Darren's channel here over on YouTube. That's a good thing. If not, make sure to check out Darren's content. We are trying to, at the end of all my streams, push you on to another YouTuber to help everybody in the community grow, because that's a big thing. We can all ride, have fun together, race together, build this community together, because let's face it, we all love riding bikes, and you guys are all awesome people, and you are all doing amazing things, and you're an inspiration to me every day, every last one of you. I love watching everybody's content and seeing what they're doing and seeing the growth, and people getting into racing and doing things and all the good stuff that's out there. So appreciate it, guys. We will catch you all later. Let me know in the Discord if this works. Let me know if you end up on Darren's stream. Let me know if you don't. And we will catch you all very soon. See ya.